The entertainment industry thrives on secrets, speculations, and stories that captivate millions. But every once in a while, something happens that doesn't just trend for a few hours. It shakes the cultural landscape across countries. That's exactly what unfolded when Tian Xuning and Ziyu, two of the most talked about rising stars in Asia, finally revealed a truth they had been holding back for years. Their hearts had always belonged to each other. What fans had whispered about in online forums, speculated in countless edits, and dreamed of through fanfiction has now been spoken out loud by the very people at the center of the storm. The confession wasn't just about romance. It was about resilience, patience, and a love that had to survive under the most suffocating spotlight imaginable. The moment that changed everything. The confession wasn't staged on a TV show, nor was it leaked through paparazzi photographs. Instead, it came directly from them during an intimate live broadcast meant for fans. Tian Xuning and Ziyu sat side by side, visibly nervous, holding hands under the table before they decided to lift the curtain. "I don't want to hide anymore," Tian Xuning said with trembling lips. "I've waited long enough, and I believe the world deserves to know the truth. Ziyu has always been in my heart." Ziyu, with tears brimming in his eyes, added, "We've carried this silence for too long. But love shouldn't be something we fear, it should be something we celebrate." Within seconds, social media platforms exploded. Hashtags like Tian Xuning Confession, Ziyu and Xuning Love, and True Love Revealed dominated global trending lists. What was once rumor had turned into reality, and the entire world seemed to stop in awe. A love story built in silence. For years, fans had speculated about the closeness between Tian Xuning and Ziyu. They had worked on projects together, shared stages, and often exchanged subtle glances that eagle-eyed fans never missed. But behind the scenes, their bond was far deeper than anyone could have guessed. Sources close to the pair revealed that their feelings began years ago, during their early careers, but both had been afraid to risk everything they worked for. Back then, even holding hands in public could spark endless rumors, one insider revealed. They chose silence, not because they didn't love each other enough, but because they loved each other too much to let the industry tear them apart. Their relationship became a quiet anchor in the midst of chaotic fame. While others came and went, the bond between Tian Xuning and Ziyu remained unshakable. Fan reactions, tears, cheers, and absolute shock. No confession in recent memory has caused such a tidal wave of emotional responses. Fans across platforms expressed disbelief, joy, and overwhelming support. One fan on Twitter wrote, "I've shipped them for years, but hearing it from their own mouths just broke me into tears. This isn't just a love story, it's history in the making." Another commented, "They taught us that love can survive silence, distance, and fear. Today, they made the world believe in true love again." Live reaction videos flooded YouTube within hours, showing fans crying, screaming, and hugging one another as the confession played out. Why this confession matters so much? At first glance, it may look like just another celebrity romance revealed to the public. But the significance of Tian Xuning and Ziyu's confession runs far deeper. One, it challenges the industry's silence culture. Many celebrities are pressured into hiding their personal lives to maintain a marketable image. By stepping forward, Tian Xuning and Ziyu showed courage, inspiring others to embrace honesty. 2, it humanizes stardom. Too often, idols are seen as unreachable icons. But this confession reminded fans that behind the glamour, there are human hearts longing for love and connection. 3, it unites global fandoms. Rarely do fan communities agree on something universally. But in this case, fans from different regions, languages, and cultures rallied together to celebrate the couple. The emotional weight of a love held back. For years, the pressure of silence weighed heavily on both of them. Ziyu confessed during the broadcast that there were nights he stayed awake questioning whether they were doing the right thing by hiding. "I felt like I was betraying myself," Ziyu admitted. "Every time I wanted to reach out and just hold Tian's hand in public, I had to pull back. That kind of pain is hard to explain." Tian Xuning echoed his words, saying, "The hardest part wasn't keeping the secret, it was pretending that I didn't care when in reality, my entire world revolved around him." Their honesty painted a picture of love not defined by grand gestures, but by endurance and sacrifice. Industry reactions: a divided world. Predictably, their confession has sparked intense debate within the entertainment industry. Some insiders praised their bravery, while others worried about the potential backlash. A well-known producer commented anonymously, "They've taken a huge risk. Not every company or brand will respond positively. But sometimes, personal truth is more important than public image." Meanwhile, several fellow celebrities openly voiced their support. International star Su Myron posted, "Proud of you both. May your love shine brighter than any stage light." Even rival fan groups, notorious for clashing online, put aside differences to congratulate the pair, a rare occurrence in the fandom world. Global media frenzy. Within hours, international outlets picked up the story. Headlines in multiple languages flooded news sites. Tian Xuning Ziyu's love confession freezes social media. Variety Asia. The love that could not be hidden. Stars reveal all the Guardian lifestyle. Fans in tears after long suppressed romance comes to light. Japan Times. In just 24 hours, their confession video had been replayed more than 200 million times across platforms. The future ahead. While the confession has already left an indelible mark on pop culture, the real question remains, what's next for Tian Xuning and Ziyu? Will their careers be affected? Possibly. Some brands may distance themselves, while others might embrace their authenticity as a marketing strength. But for the fans, career trajectories pale in comparison to the happiness of seeing their idols free. The overwhelming sentiment online suggests that people are ready to support them no matter what. As one viral comment put it, "We didn't fall in love with their image, we fell in love with their souls." Nothing changes now, except that we finally get to celebrate them openly. A new chapter in celebrity culture. Tian Xuning and Ziyu's confession will likely go down as one of the most memorable events in entertainment history, not because of its shock value, but because of its sincerity. In an industry built on carefully curated images, they chose authenticity.